to climb into the Alpha Team League. Oh, actually, I need to change that. This is not the Alpha X Junior Championship. This is the Alpha Team League. Alpha X versus, I believe tonight it's going to be ArGNA Gaming. It is indeed. Actually, let's see if I can get a little alpha symbol here. Alpha. Is that gonna work? Ha. All right, friends. Actually, let's see if I can do this to get it to fit. There we go. Now none of the letters are cropped off. This is going to be a pretty exciting series. Tonight, representing Alpha X, we have Future, newly joined the new to the team, fresh recruit, as well as Asuna, Vindicta, and Starkiller. Pretty heavy hitting lineup here. But ArGNA Gaming not pulling the punches either. They are running Dolan, Monroe, Justice Simon, who until a couple months ago was actually on Alpha X, as well as Panda Bear Me. So we got some good games waiting for us tonight. The first one is going to be that Future versus Dolan game on Everdream. And looks like we're just now trying to make sure that we have these players online and ready to rock and roll. Let me go ahead and make sure that the stream is live. We should be live now. There we go. There we go. And let's change that stream title. Boom. Stream title should... Oh, nope. We need to do title. Alpha Team League Pro Alpha X versus ArGNA Gaming. There we go. Now the title is all set. Should be ready to rock and roll. Looks like we might be... waiting a few minutes for the first player before we get started here. Looks like the admins are discussing if we want to start with the second or third match. This is a best of fives, the first team to win 3, so we can certainly start on one of the other matches. But let me just kind of pull this up for you all so you can take a look at what is going on. I think if I swap on over to this one. So this is our series for tonight. Of course, we have Alpha X, we've got Future, Asuna, Vindicta, and Starkiller, like I mentioned, playing against Dolan, Monroe, Justice Simon, and Panda Bear Me. I've actually heard people say Dolan and Doolin. I'm not entirely sure what the appropriate way to say this player's name is, but in any case, this player is going to be the first player playing on Everdream. Following up, we're doing Nightshade, then Zen, then Eternal, with Goldenwall as the ace. And let's take a look here and see what is going on. For those of you who are just also now getting ready to watch us here. I hope you've enjoyed some of the wonderful DreamHack stuff going on today. Let's see, who made it out? I know Latin America is still finishing up their bracket right now. Right before this, I was watching the Turkey Dano versus Eric series, which I believe is currently tied up 1-1. Okay. So it looks like we are waiting to see if the first player from Archangel Gaming, Dolan, can show up. If not, we're going to go ahead and try to get into match number 2. Asuna is the player for that, so we're going to try to fetch him right now. But as I was saying, some amazing stuff from the DreamHack Masters Open qualifiers so far today. So I'm so glad that you all are able to join us here. I know, like I said, the Latin American finals are wrapping up right now. And who made it out of NA? Let's see. DreamHack. Bum, bum, bum. Let me pull up the bracket here. See more past events. All right. There's DreamHack. Europe was this morning, as well as North America was last night. Yesterday. So who made it out yesterday from the North Americans? So it looks like Jon Snow, Disc, Jehefe, and Creature all made it out. That's right, I do remember watching some of those yesterday. I was watching the Creature versus Cuddlebear series. Sad that Alpha X's Cuddlebear wasn't able to make it through, but he made it pretty far. So, good on him. In terms of the European qualifier earlier this morning, looks like Geralt finally made it out, which I'm surprised he didn't make it out sooner. We also have M-Lord made it through, sort of. Gung Fu Banda. Both of those players are players I would have expected. Braddock. Arctur. Art. Okay, yep. And Hellraiser. So, yeah. All players that I'm surprised if they hadn't made it out. I'm surprised it took it this long for them to get there. But... Alright, so enough of me trying to waste time with that. We are still trying to get our players rocking and rolling here. We'll see if we can hop into game 2, possibly. There's also discussion of having a sub sent in for Archangel Gaming. Okay, so it looks like there's not going to be a sub because Archangel Gaming does not have another player available. So I think that means that we're just gonna hopefully start on map 2, maybe? Question mark? I apologize for the delay, friends. We should be getting this underway shortly. Okay, so it looks like Asuna is online now, but All right, so it looks like we are going to... we are going to go ahead and climb into Nightshade. We're going to start game 2 of this series. Sorry, future. You are going to have to wait a little while longer to play against your opponent. Is Bibbs making the lobby? Am I supposed to make the lobby? I can make the lobby. I'll make the lobby. We want Nightshade. That's Nightscape. Nightshade. Nightshade LE. Create with mod. Game heart. Lobby link. Oh. Wait, crap. All right, looks like we are getting ready to go here. So this is going to be, oh wait, race check. There we go. All right, so this is a PVZ between Asuna and McMonroe. And I believe we are getting ready to rock and roll here. Once again, I apologize. Where's the yo-yo? All right, let's climb into this game. Sorry about the delay, friends. As I mentioned, this is going to be a pretty great series here between these two teams. We are starting on map number 2 and spawning. In the bottom right-hand side, representing Archangel Gaming, it is your teal Zerg player, McMonroe. And in the top left of Nightshade, it is our purple Protoss player representing Alpha X, Asuna. I think his little Zest portrait rotating here. I think Zest is probably my spirit animal as well. But unlike Zest, Asuna not going for that very early scout to deny the hatchery. I feel like Zest has been doing that pretty much every game recently. Where he just like sends like, he basically lets one worker mine and then, you know, goes for like a 13 pylon or something. I don't know exactly what it is, I'd have to go confirm, but he sends a very early probe that gets here in time to deny the hatchery. Asuna playing the much more standard option, although, oh friends, I think we're gonna see a little bit of a cannon rush on our hands. Got a little bit of parting here instead of Zest. Got our gate first. So I expect this probe is going to leave. Now there's a beautiful little spot on this map where you drop one pylon here, and another pylon here, and here. And oh my gosh, friends, I don't think you understand how much this warms my heart. As a cannon rusher myself, I am very excited to see this come out. So now, this has been spotted. One drone is getting pulled. But the block is finished here. Here we go. Cannon coming down. Another cannon. down on this location. I'd like to see cancel those in a gateway come down here, maybe. Oh, okay. Dropping the battery. Oh, trapping 3 drones in there. Now, 3 drones isn't quite enough to deny this cannon. It is going to bring it down quite low, though. Oh, but if he keeps on bouncing back and forth, okay, never mind. This cannon is going to be just fine, baiting these drones back and forth. All of those drones are going to be sacrificed. Did cost, 50 minerals or something. Roach Warren on the way here, and this is looking very good for Asuna already. Excuse me. We don't see Warp Gate coming down, but we should see the Robo. Yeah, okay. Robo is just about to finish here. Now, there aren't any Stalkers quite yet to help protect this, so I'm a little bit worried about that. The Roaches are about to finish, and they will be turning into Ravagers, I imagine, quite soon. Now, McMurrow choosing to go for another hatchery on the bottom left-hand side. Oh, this is going to be tight. I think the Ravagers are going to be able to come down and start doing a little bit of work on these batteries. But as soon as... Oh, actually choosing to go for the cannons, and this is pretty good. These cannons are in a pretty awkward location. They're touching, so bioing right between them will hit both. The Immortal is out now, and with this Immortal and all these batteries, I think Asuna is going to be in a great position. Oh, those bios just barely missing this shield battery. I'd like this shield battery to start healing this battery over here. But this is looking pretty good already for our Protoss hero. Starting to push onto the high ground. Now he's out of shield battery energy. He can't overextend too far. He does have the Warp Prism here to help Micro. And he can bring it over here and start healing up at that location. Does have to cancel this battery here as it comes down, but one queen is going to fall. More batteries dropping down in the back. I'd like to see another production structure or something out of Asuna. He's starting to build up some money. He does have this rowboat coming out. Should start up another Immortal immediately. Ooh, nice pickup there. It actually is almost hurting Asuna, or it's almost helping Asuna, excuse me, that these Ravagers are killing the wounded shield batteries here. So these shield batteries, right now, they're just dead real estate. They're slowly going to regenerate energy. But honestly, you want to just be dropping more fresh shield batteries here. So Mick Monroe almost doing a favor here. Now, he is canceling some of these, which is not what Asuna wants. But Asuna taking game number 1 with a cannon rush. I am happy to see it, friends. And that's going to start off this series. Now let's check and see if Dolan is back yet. If not, we might climb into game number 3. Got a message Asuna. Thank him for cannon rushing for me. All right. So this is either going to be Everdream, Future versus Dolan, or Zen, Vindicta versus Justice Simon. I see Vindicta online. All right. Oh man, an update. Apparently Turkey Dano versus Eric is tied up 2-2 right now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Of course, I am rooting for Turkey Dano. Cannon Rush Hero. So it looks like we are still waiting on our next player here. All right. Well, you know, Sushi asked for it earlier. Sushi did ask for some yo-yoing earlier. While we wait, I'm gonna kill time while the admins sort out where we are going. Let me actually. All right. Oh, wait, perhaps we are climbing into Zen? I don't know. We will let the admins figure it out. But in the meantime, I will try not to do... try to keep you all entertained, so slightly. All right. Actually, let's tilt this up slightly. This is the second time today that I've had to kill time on stream with my yo-yo. But sometimes, you know, when you got a yo-yo, you got a yo-yo. Let's see if I can do this one. Actually, let's check our string tension first. Ooh, that's not what we want to do. Okay, got a little bit there. Unwind it a smidge. Okay, it looks like we are climbing it into game number 3. So that is going to be it for the yo-yoing. Boom. If we have to wait some more later for the next match, I'll get you a bit more. Okay. Actually, I might have spoken too soon. I thought that getting invited to a lobby meant that we had a game with players. But another, like the other player from Archangel Gaming is not online either. This is awkward. Okay. Well, I guess we'll pull the yo-yo back out. Technically yeah, I'll let the admins sort out what's gonna happen. This is turning into a yo-yo stream. There's been almost as much yo-yoing as there has been StarCrafting. Yeah. Awkward. All right, well, here we go. I apologize for the lack of StarCraft. I assure you, this is not the intention for the stream. This is intended to be a StarCraft pretty decent series here between a lot of really good players, but turns out half the players don't remember that they are supposed to be playing right now. Let me just there we go. All right. Hold on just a sec, friends. All right. So, we're just going to continue doing this, and I will talk about random things. Actually, here. You know what we can do? We can... we could restream... Well, I don't want to steal someone else's content. I was going to say we can restream the WCS... not WCS. The DreamHack Open qualifiers that are going on right now. But I haven't asked the streamers already, and it's kind of poor form to just steal someone else's content. So I'll just continue doing this for a hot second. Oh, do we have someone? They're checking to see if they have any substitutions now, which is potentially good for us. Let me check on something else here. Gotta walk forward and take a look. Oh yes, Wes Wabar. Please, Wes Weber. Checking to see if Mick Monroe wants to play all 3 of the matches for ArcAngel Gaming. Bibbs is like, we want to try to get at least a couple games. Well, the lineup did look pretty sick initially between these players. Sweet, thank you so much for calling him and seeing if you can get a hold of him. What was I going to do? Oh yeah, let's do this. Okay, so this is a trick that I was trying to get a while ago. So we're going to do 3, and then we slowly walk back out. Then we undercut. Oop, missed that one. I think I gotta do one more. Oh, I missed it. And then from here, just drop, then spin, spin, and then you're out. Still waiting on any players. Bum ba dum bum bum. Well, this is rather anticlimactic. Hey, Starkiller. Thank you. I decided to teach myself how to yo-yo. I guess it was like 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. It was Christmas of like 2019. No, Christmas of 2018. Basically, this long story short is my partner had never actually yo-yoed before, and I was like, oh, I remember playing with yo-yos as a kid. So I bought like a cheapo yo-yo at a I just saw the results of Eric versus Turkey Dano. I won't spoil it because I think the stream is still going on. Anyway. Oh, okay, well, spoiler just came through in chat. Womp. In any case, to your question, Starkiller, I bought a cheapo yo-yo and then was like, oh, I should go see if there's any fun tricks that I can learn online. And then I found out that competitive yo-yoing is actually a thing. And so then I started like watching all these like videos of like professional yo-yoers do like crazy intense things at comps. Let's see, what else can we do here? Oh. Still waiting, trying to get someone. All right. Do we have someone? Wait. Haha. All right, looks like we have a game. I think. Let me hide my giant face. All right. Okay, it looks like we are about to get this game started here. I should actually also leave ESL. There we go. Now I'm not getting all those. All right. Looks like we are finally ready to rock and roll. This is going to be a game on Zen. And this is going to be... Wait, I'm so confused. Oh yeah, there we go. This is going to be Vindicta versus Ranged. So, unfortunately, ArGNA Gaming... so, a couple of unfortunate things. One, oh, excuse me, that's not the right team. Well, let me introduce our players, and then I will explain the current situation as it stands. Spawning in the top right-hand side of Zen, it is your red Terran player. It is the Alpha X representative, Vindicta. A little bit of weird black shadow glitching. Yay. Go, go. Why is my in-game thing not gone? Ah, here we go. There we go. Cool. So, spawning in the bottom left-hand side, representing ArGNA Gaming, it is the purple Protoss player. It is Ranged. So, everything is opening pretty standard here, so I will go ahead and explain the situation, like I said. So, unfortunately, Alpha X had to take a walkover for game number 1, so we're not going to get that first series. This does mean that Alpha X is up 2-0 currently in this series. And the third player from ArGNA also couldn't make it. So they substituted in the player who was going to play their ace, I believe. So Ranged. So at least we do get a second game here. And yeah, so we've got pretty standard openings from all of the players. Ranged, of course, taking his natural here. Actually taking that second gas a little on the early side. Actually, never mind, I take that back. The Nexus started first. So yeah, he just went for a core first opening. So core, gate, core, Nexus, gas, pylon. Fairly by the book. And on the other side of the map, we do have a Reaper expand. Reaper making its way across the map here. Gotta jump up. It did some scouting here to make sure that there were no cheeky proxies happening. To answer your question, Starkiller, I watched YouTube videos, but most of the time it was watching videos of people doing the tricks, not like tutorials on how to do them. I watched a few tutorials on like how to do this trick, but it was like just watching the competitions and then just like slowing it down, putting it like, you know, half speed or quarter speed and be like, what did they just do? Oh, that's awesome. I want to learn how to do that. Kind of figuring it out that way. So you will get that information in 2 minutes. If you ever want to learn more about yo-yoing, I am very happy to talk about it. Tell you all about my yo-yoing endeavors. Gosh, these maps, this is so buggy. I don't understand what's happening. All right. Yeah, all these mineral patches. It's I don't know if this is something going on with my graphics settings or what. I currently have my settings, you know, set to ultra. Maybe we'll try turning them down to high later. But I think it's just there's been a lot of weird, funky things that all sorts of people have been experiencing since Blizzard tried to start patching things. Now we do have the Twilight Council, I believe, just finished up, so we should see Blink starting up. Yes, and there it is. Raven on the way from Vindicta. Reaper is going to get in. It does get picked off here, but it does scout the researching Twilight Council. So Vindicta aware that there's probably not going to be any sort of Stargate play or anything. This is a pretty common Blink opener. Robobay following up. So ranged, looking to kind of, you know, make, I don't know, maybe 6 to 8 stalkers, put a little pressure on while taking a pretty fast third Nexus. Probe is already in position to drop that third Nexus. Usually you want to get it sometime around 4.5 minutes. So a little bit delayed, but not too far. Hallucinated Phoenix is going to make its way in here. Get a full scout on what's going on. Does see the 3 barracks. Factory making another add-on here. So probably a 4th barracks is going to come down as well. Or we might just see a bunch of Hellions or mines come out of this. Only time will tell. +1 attack is coming down from our Terran player here. And actually, I didn't realize this, but the Widow Mine that was in the mineral line here, when it fired on that Hallucinated Phoenix, it took quite a bit of health out from those workers. Third Nexus just now finishing up from ranged. He's got some stalkers here. This is the little pressure that I was talking about. This isn't meant to kill or do anything fancy. Just get a little bit of damage, make sure that the Terran player is staying home, keeping the opponent honest. What I'd really like to see is an observer and maybe like a blink in the back here. Unfortunately, with these spawns, the add-ons are protected for the Terran player. If the spawn locations had been reversed, the add-ons would be hanging out to the right here, and so blink in would allow stalkers to potentially come in here and snipe off that stim or that combat shield. But that is not the case for this game. Vindicta looking like he's getting ready to kind of start pushing out here, though. Definitely going to secure his 3rd command center while moving around with this army. Let's probe. Just kind of patrolling, checking to see, all right, do you have any medevacs coming out? These stalkers going to walk forward, and they're going to say, hey, what happened to the rest of that army? Realize that it's all the way over here, and that they need to either start denying this 3rd base or come home, maybe do one and then the other. This pylon is going to slow the army down ever so slightly here, but now these units are going to run in. Both of these gateways powered by this one pylon, and oh my gosh, almost the entire army of range is going to get hit by that Dorito cannon. Nice mine shots going out, taking down quite a bit of health. This Nexus dies almost immediately. Charge-Lots are going to try to run in, but they just don't have any shield because of that Raven anti-armor missile. And Vindicta is going to pick Ranged apart there. That one push is going to end it very swiftly. Protoss units getting trapped a little bit out on the wrong side there, trying to defend that third base as it came up. But ultimately, the push up into the natural was what killed Ranged. So I think that's it. I'm gonna check and see. We might be playing the fourth game for fun, if the players want to. So we'll see if we're going to get that next game up here. This would be a final game between Starkiller and Panda Bear Me on Eternal. So the series has already been decided. Alpha X has taken this best of 5 3-0. But because we didn't get to play that first game because there was such a delay before the second, we're trying to get another game for you all. Make sure that you get some good post DreamHack qualifier content. I think we might be just ending it here. The Archangel admins apologizing profusely, saying that they are sorry that they didn't end up making sure that their players were going to be available. We'll give them a couple more minutes here. If not, I don't want to hold on too long. I just realized that my head has been cut off for the past few minutes because I had the camera repositioned. Just now fixed it, so I'm not like, what was the guy's name from Home Improvement? It's like Winston? Whoever the neighbor was that just like always peeked up over the wooden fence. So, yeah, we're waiting to see. We'll give him another couple minutes. Alright, it looks like that is going to be it for today. So let's go find someone to raid, I guess. Is there anyone from Alpha X that is currently streaming? Maybe I'll play some StarCraft. No. Let's see.